Hi, I'm Heather Dennis. I'm here in my studio called Cloud Hall in Rose Bay, Nova Scotia. I'd like to help teach you some exercises which ultimately teach you some skills on how to manage your shoulders. Everybody at a certain point in life seems to get a bad shoulder. The problem is it's not a bad shoulder, it's just that the communication between your brain and the shoulder is not as optimal as it could be. So a lot of correcting the issues in the body and getting things to move better or work better is through improving the brain-body connection, and that's what the exercises I'll teach you in the challenge will do. The shoulder exercise we'll do today is shoulder circles. Put your hands on the tops of your shoulders, bend your elbows. And then you're going to bring your elbows together, circle them up and out and back and down. And as you do this movement, have the feeling that your shoulder blades are sliding around like slippery bars of soap on your ribs. I wanted to show you this exercise because it's a really great way of getting the tension of the shoulder blade and the neck. Become aware of it and be able to do something about it. So here's your shoulder blade. This is about the size of your shoulder blade. And what this exercise will do is it will take your shoulder blade up and down on your ribs. So that's the movement we want to be able to do with the shoulder blade, so that when you go to reach up to grab that cup or the top cupboard, your shoulder blade can glide over your rib cage and allow your arm to be able to reach up. So let's just sit on our seat, find our feet, find our sit bones, which are the bones you sit on, and lengthen through the crown of the head. And we'll start with the right shoulder. Right shoulder slides up towards your ear and then slowly slides down away from your ear. And then again, let that shoulder blade slide up towards the ear and then slowly lower down away from your ear. And again, shoulder blade slides up towards the ear, and just hold it there. And you can feel some tension maybe between the muscles between the shoulder and the ear. It's not that tension's bad, it's just that when we have tension, we don't even know we have tension, then it causes problems. So what this exercise does is it makes us aware of the tension that we're habitually holding that's unconscious. So slowly let that shoulder blade come down, and then just pause. And the other part of this technique is to notice the difference after you've moved something, how it makes you feel on the side you've done the exercise on, and then the difference between that side and the other side. So just notice what you feel on the right shoulder, the left shoulder. For me, I even feel like I breathe deeper on the right side as a result of doing that. So let's do the other side. Left shoulder slides up towards the ear, and then slowly lowers down. This one's a little jumpy, jerky. Lift the left shoulder, squeeze it towards the ear, and then see if you can make the descent slow and smooth. So I broke the shoulder in a skiing accident about 12 years ago. So it needs a little bit more attention. Lift that shoulder, and then slowly let it slide down smoothly. The next time you go up, hold it there. Increase the amount of tension between the shoulder and the neck so you feel it. And then slowly let your shoulder slide down. Watch, so let it come to its resting position. And then just pause and notice your shoulders. Notice how you feel. Again, you might want to take a breath in and notice if there's a little bit more expansion through the ribs as a result of that shoulder getting unlocked from its habitual attention pattern. 3, we're going to start to work a little bit more on our ribs and our spine. Because the shoulder blades, a lot of what goes on in the shoulder blades is a result of the posture of our spine and our ribs. So one of the missing movements that one of the movements we tend to lose, especially in this culture of being kind of straight ahead, everything we do, computer, driving, all the things we seem to do are straight ahead. We don't get enough rotation through our spine and rib cage. So today's exercise is going to be a little bit about freeing up some movement in the ribs and the spine, and then seeing how that feels, how that enhances our ability to lift our arm. All right, so I'm going to get you to put your hands, wrap your hands underneath your armpits. Feel the weight of your arms, feel the weight of your shoulders. And now you're going to bring your legs close together, squeeze your knees together, and you're going to keep your pelvis facing forward as you turn your ribs to the right and then back to center. And we're going to do this 7 or 8 times, moving your ribs to the right. Now, if you notice what I'm doing here, I'm keeping my nose in line with my breastbone. I'm not turning my head. I want the movement to come from here, from the area between my shoulder blades. And I'm going to do it smooth and slow. Again, that's the way the body learns, smooth and slow. It doesn't learn by stressing it or making things too fast or too hard. And then come back to center. And then just let your arms come by your sides and take a brief moment to notice. And then cross your arms the opposite way. So you're going to remember how you crossed your arms, cross them the other way. Now you're going to bring your knees together, keep your pelvis facing forward, and turn your ribs to the left. And then come back to center. And turn your ribs to the left and come back to center. Turn your ribs to the left and then come back to center. And then let your arms come down by your sides. So let's get going. I'm going to turn around to show you this exercise because it's easier to show you from the back than it is from the front. I'm going to sit again with my sit bones pressing down into the chair, lengthening through the crown of my head and widening through my collarbones and shoulder blades. I'm going to take my right arm and fold it behind me. Take my left hand and take a hold of my right wrist. And then I'm going to gently pull my right arm across my back towards the left. Let my right shoulder sink down towards the floor, maybe come back. And then I'm going to take my left ear towards the left shoulder. And as I do that, I also want to think with my right ear, I'm listening up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to hold this for about a minute. Let my right elbow be heavy. And then I'm going to bring my head back to center. Let my arms let go. And then let's do it then you can do it on the other side.